if you're really concerned about truth, you've got to check an ego at the door, okay? You do not know everything. A lot of you think you do, but you don't. I certainly don't. Through your school system, through your education that you're so proud of, that builds your whole ego, your whole value in life, it's impossible for you to discard it and admit you were deceived. Let me tell you something. You've been deceived. It's not your fault. You can let go of your ego. Nobody's going to laugh at you except other people that can't let go of their ego. But people that have caught on to the con and realized the power grab that's taken place, they're not going to laugh at you. They're going to welcome you. I'm telling you again, the worst thing they fear is the hive mind. The one thing they fear is 300 million people in the United States coming together on one topic and saying, this makes no sense. We need answers.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. I mean, it's not like you even know who I am. You prayed and believed your whole life. Never done anything wrong. And here you are. You're the nicest person I know. I am the meanest. You have dementia. My life is perfect. Explain that to me.
Sometimes the devil allows people to live a life free of trouble because he doesn't want them turning to God. Your sin is like a jail cell, except it's all nice and comfy and there doesn't seem to be any need to leave. The door's wide open. Till one day, time runs out. The cell door slams shut. And suddenly, it's too late. Who did you say you were?
Why are you here, man? Why are you alive? Do you want to be alive?
Don't fucking laugh at me! My whole life! My whole fucking life!
It's a struggle. That's the way it fucking is. Can you handle that?
Louder! I'm upset!
Louder!
I'm upset!
Say it louder!
I'm upset!
I feel really weird. I'm sick. I'm having a panic attack.
What do you mean? Hey.
I don't know. Can you get that shit out of here, please?
It's quite possible that you're going to have this rage within you somewhere until you die, man. But are you going to learn how to live with it? Or are you just going to go on like you've been doing until you kill yourself?
Well, it's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe somebody is criticizing Israel, then we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country people are criticizing Israel, then they are anti-Semitic.
Now, I know what they do because I used to ask them to do it.
Los Angeles, good morning.
Good morning. Brian, thank you for your
network, actually. Mr. Wolf, back in December, Carl Cameron from Fox News ran a 4-part series that detailed like a really a massive spying operation by Israel that was tapping all the phones in the United States and tapping all the secure lines of the FBI, the CIA, and the White House.
All the phones in the United States?
Yeah, through companies that
imagine that transcription effort.
Well, of course it's done with keywords and all that in software, but the other thing was that all the secure lines to the White House and basically the entire federal government. They also said, and this was corroborated in a report released by the DEA, that there was a team of art students that were expelled. Actually, it was the largest spy-related expulsion in American history, that had teams of intelligence guys, Israeli intelligence guys, on the same block.
And this was a Fox report?
A Fox report by Carl Cameron. It was then. And they were the only ones that picked it up, although...
Is that good or bad? Did you believe the report?
Yeah, there definitely was a true report. The local newspaper reports had it and others, but no one on the air carried it, except Fox News. And then, to make matters worse, Fox News, even on their web, you can go in the December archives and look at the report. Actually, you can look at where the report was, Israeli spying or whatever.
Carl Cameron broke 120 Israeli spies that were arrested in the United States shortly after the September incident, and some of these people had been shadowing the terrorists that blew up the buildings, living in the vicinity and keeping up with them. On May 17th, 2 Israelis were arrested in Washington State in a van that had traces of high explosives. I think it was 5 Israeli military spies, as they, the way they described, were in a building in Brooklyn watching the September bombing, and all of this has been kept out of the press. And I just wonder. This is good reading. This is what we want to know about. If Israel supposedly knew, and there's stories that their intelligence agency told our government, why isn't that the story? When did we know? What did they know? When did they let us know?
Fox's alert now on a new report accusing Israel of spying on President Trump. Politico's headline reads this: Israel accused of planting mysterious spy devices near the White House.
There are disturbing spy allegations against one of America's closest allies. Israel is denying a Politico report accusing its government of planting surveillance devices near the White House and other sensitive locations around Washington.
Politico also claims President Trump was aware but took no action to punish the Israeli government.
And it has shown that Israel was behind the placement of these devices. That's based, it sounds like from this report, on an analysis of who was taking data off of them, because not all spy agencies can do this. They're sophisticated devices, they're expensive, and they essentially trick cell phone towers into allowing for the collection of calls and texts, the content of calls themselves.
The only other publicly known case of spying between Israel and the United States occurred in November of 1995 when an Israeli spy named Jonathan Pollard was arrested in Washington, D.C. and ultimately convicted of espionage on behalf of Israel. Pollard was sentenced to life in prison as part of the plea deal, but was ultimately released in 2015 in accordance to federal guidelines. Now, the White House is declining to comment on this report today. We did hear just recently from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu himself, who echoed the comments from his office, calling this entire report a lie.
But you can't criticize Jews. And if you think you can, try it tomorrow. Just go out and you say, I think Rockwell is right. I think these Jews are pulling something rotten on us. Try it. You'll be called an anti-Semite. You'll be subjected to terrorism. What the kids that have invited. Well, you don't believe it, eh? I have spoken all over the country now for years. No difficulties at all. This is the first time when I have ever spoken where I've been treated so dishonorably, and the pressure comes from the Jewish war veterans, all these Jewish groups who never complain about the communists. I had to come up here at my expense, no fee, and I had to pay to come here to talk at Brown University because, first of all, my invitations were canceled by the college, and then when a brave bunch of kids invited me again, they were subjected to every kind of pressure in the world. A good example is right here where you're sitting. I told them every time I speak at a college, I draw the biggest crowds of any speaker they've ever had except possibly the president or somebody like that. Get a big hall. So what do they give them? Alumni hall. And they only let you have a few, and then they charge them $700 for police protection. And then you tell me that there is not some pressure? Why hasn't this happened to the communists? If these Jews are not committing pressure in order to avoid, will keep you from hearing this, how come this all happens right here, right now, tonight, in front of your eyes? What's going on? I maintain that there's nobody has the right to tell you what you can hear and what you can't hear.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.